with the nice push to 137 on Friday, GTII could be facing a very good validation of this next leg up in support. Let's go ahead and validate. What is up, team? Thank you so much for stopping by once again. This is ARCa coming at you with a GTII technicals, raw price action, and statistical threat of analysis on this Saturday. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community in Discord called ARCa Bulls. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Okay, team, so we are looking at the bi-weekly chart here, and this is actually a very clear indication that we faced a resistance located actually at the mean band of the Gaussian channel. Okay, so this Gaussian channel had a very interesting, I mean, it was correlated very well with the price action that we faced on Friday. So interestingly enough, that faced that resistance, and we came back down about 50% from what we actually gained, right? So this is telling us that we're knocking at the door of a very critical resistance up there, right? So inversely speaking, please notice that the Fibonacci ratio is giving us a 141 at that 0.618, okay, which is a golden mean, and the price action, it came in within about 4 cents, for 4 or 5 cents within that target. So this is very good stuff. Okay, so now as far as the next range of support, well, I have to go ahead and show you this here. Okay, so let me just go ahead and I'm going to introduce to you this indicator anyway, but go ahead and notice this. Okay, so I'm going to draw these in boxes. Okay, so this range area here, this was a chop zone, right? So we failed this support zone down here, and then we started the next chop zone, which was right over here. Right after that, of course, we ended up capitulating, and we ended up staying within this chop zone for a while. And as you can see here, price action essentially just shot up way past, literally way past this chop zone here, and we have entered this one again. Okay, so this is a very good sign, and as you can see here, price action from that 137 top rejected and came right back down to the support line of this chop zone and has bounced to the upside and is now trying to consolidate within it. Okay, which is a good sign. Okay, we don't want this thing to just explode to the upside for 1 second and then come all the way back down, right? We want to see gradual growth. We want to see if we can maintain the balance here. You know, as far as an upside is concerned, right? So yeah, so if you are curious over the total range right now, then that total range would be located between 97.65 and I would say that obviously the top side of this right over here. Okay, so let's I'm going to mark it just like this at 137. Okay, so please, yeah, just go ahead and notice here the correlation of the geometrics versus the price action, right? So for 137, dead on the money here for the 4.236 Fibonacci ratio, right? And that's and it's also, you know, very curious that the 97.65 bottom of the range is very close to the 1.618 95.10. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of confluence here, and as you can see here, the price action has rejected 1 and 2 times. Rejected because where price action likes to take the price action, the psychology, oh man, the psychology likes to take the price action over to the 618 ratio, right? So you can see here that we're rejecting clean out of that 2618, and we're coming right back down to the 1 fib. Okay, so this is looking okay, guys. I'm not saying that there is a sign of capitulation. Of course, anything can happen in the markets. Nothing is guaranteed whatsoever. But yeah, what I'm saying here is that we have made broken into the next chop zone right here. So we could be seeing some consolidation before we can see a continuation to the upside. And something tells me that, you know, the price action between FNGR and GTII, I mean, it's not a directly correlated, but because it's fighting the same narrative, then, you know, this asset could actually benefit. It would actually run in sympathy to the FNGR pump, right? So, I mean, who knows? We're going to go ahead and continue observing that as the time goes, right? So let's go ahead and see if we have anything else to touch on here that's critical. Actually, actually, there was one more thing that I did want to show you here. Okay, so this is the algorithm that we're about to release, right? These are the please go ahead and just reach out to us for pre-orders at arqindicators@gmail.com. But there's something that I have noticed here that this yellow cross that indicates manipulation. Okay, so what I have been noticing is that this yellow cross has been showing at the capitulations before a move to the upside, right? So I actually was able to locate these two here. So a capitulation, and then bam, you get this huge upside, right? So it doesn't happen all the time, but here's another one right over here, right? So you have this downtrend, and then you have the X, and then bah, it just goes all the way down, and then a huge pump to the upside, right? So here is, I believe I saw another one right over here somewhere. Yeah, here, right? So of course, price action is capitulating, and then for the final one, which actually doesn't have any green bars in it, this just went red all the way to the bottom side to that 45-cent zone, and then explosion to the top. So I'm noticing that the manipulations are actually suggesting some type of capitulation before a big pump to the upside. And another thing is that this blue, the blue triangle, if we look at the PDF that comes with these, it says, let's see. Yeah, it actually pairs with the red cross usually, and it indicates a potential upside coming in. But I'm noticing that it's working inversely in GTII almost perfectly. Okay, so please notice here that it's marking the tops. It's marking the tops. It's made to mark the bottom before a huge upside. But please notice here that you're getting the top here, blue triangle, and then capitulation. You get this blue triangle here, capitulation. You get the, you got another blue triangle here, huge capitulation. Another blue capitulation. Like, this is marking it very nice. The only time that I've seen it actually work to do its intended job, at least for GTII, right? Because it's a very different type of asset, is actually one of the times was right here. So it's marking off that the potential of an upside is coming through, and then one more time right over here, marking the bottom with an X, with a red X, the way it's supposed to be paired, signaling that there is an upside coming in. So I'm liking the fact that it's not failing here. It's actually giving you both of the signals for the upside. So, yeah, but this is amongst the only algorithm that we're going to be providing within the indicator set that do provide signals of manipulation and other metrics, right? So this is a very powerful indicator, and it is included in the set that we will be releasing soon. So go ahead and reach out to us at arqindicators@gmail.com, because the pre-order information has now gone out to I'd say a fair group of people, right? So yeah, definitely consider that, team. Let's look at the last part of the analysis here, and this is going to be the RSI. So 30-minute immediate short-term time frame is suggesting an upside continuation, right? We're crossing above that 14-day SMA, the 14-day SMA, and this is actually a bullish thing, right? So now as we move on to the bi-hourly and the 4-hour, even into the 8-hour, and of course into the 12-hour, please notice that all of these, even the daily, right? So please notice that all of these are either suggesting some type of slight bearishness or slight bullishness, but they're all essentially pivoted towards the right, right? So the last time we noticed this, there was a big pump to the upside. So I'm not going to say that that's what's going to happen again this time, right? Because statistically speaking, we can't deal with just one iteration and then it's just going to pump to the upside. This is literally what we said on Thursday, and then we got that rip to the upside to 137, right? We were consolidating, and these are the signals of all consolidation yet again, right? So if it does happen, you guys, that's going to be great. But if it doesn't, then we already know that consolidation would be suggestive. Is that even a word? Would be suggestive as far as the RSI is concerned. Okay, so yeah, team, not too much exciting stuff happening other than the fact that we have cleared into the next chop area. And this is a very good thing, okay, team? So as long as we do maintain ourselves without any daily candle closures beneath the range of about 90, let's see, the bottom of the range here, 97.92, as long as we can maintain all daily closures upside of this target here, then we belong inside of the chop zone here, okay? But as soon as we start closing any type of, I would say minimum 4-hour candle below this 98.22, then we can be reintroduced to the middle chop zone right here, okay? So, yeah, team, but please remember first and foremost that I am not a financial advisor. Take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. One more thing here is that if the 30-minute does get the upside signal and it does pressure it to the upside with significant volume, then we could actually see a retest of this zone right over here, right? First, we have to combat the 119 to 127 before we can combat the 137 area that we faced at the 4-spot 236 on Friday. Yeah, team, so I think that's going to do it for the video right now. I wish you a very good night, a good rest of your weekend, and I will catch you at the bell on Monday Adios, team. Peace.